Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm Sophie and today we are going to be doing my October wrap up. So for this month I managed to read, I believe it's 7 books, which compared to my past months, this is very good. I didn't manage to read all of my TBR, but I did my TBR quite far into the month. And for the past week or so I have been writing rather than reading, so I don't really blame myself. I know this was on my TBR, so I read this month, The Whispering Dark. This was an Alima Crate edition, and for this I got the prompt of the Alima Crate book you have had the longest. You can't really see that, my lights are reflecting. So this is about like a school for magic, and there's this main character whose name I have forgotten, and this character whose name I've also forgotten. But I gave this a 4 stars. I did enjoy it. It was a little bit confusing at times, I think. I'm not the best at giving books reviews, but I did enjoy this. I did give it 4 stars. I pretty much read this in like one night, I believe. And the main character was deaf. She had cochlear, I don't know how to say that, but implants where she could take them out, turn them off and all that stuff, which I think is where part of her powers come into play, I guess, because she can hear the dark talking to her, which is in the synopsis. I could just read you the synopsis, but I have my book cover on back to front. But she makes some friends, there's lots of diversity. Delaney, that's her name, but they call her Lane, and the other guy's Colin, I believe. There's a little bit of a romance, there's a little bit of academic rivalry, I guess, but not that much because she's not exactly that good in her classes. But there's like demons and magic, and a lot of the magic in this involves some like going through doorways to different universes, and we see that happening, and I just really enjoyed this. The magic was interesting, it was different. There's like a specific reason why everyone involved has magic, which is discussed in this. But if you like magic schools, kind of dark academia vibes, demons, maybe this one is for you. And this cover, it's like the opposite, was the work on the opposite side of the dust jacket from the Alima Crate edition. It's really nice. I can't get it so it's not reflecting, but like her hair's all white and it's all black, and the background's black and the background's white and he's in black. It's really annoying that my dog is crying in the background. I do apologise. He really wants to go down. Bear, are you coming? Are you coming? You come and sit with me whilst yeah? You want to sit with me? So I think the other book that was on my TBR, actually my drink's down there. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down up. Come on then, sit down. Good boy. October wrap up featuring Bear. So I think the other book that was on my TBR was Living the Time of Serial Killers. I don't have the prompt card. Don't start this. I don't want kisses. No. Was Living the Time of Serial Killers. I actually think I gave this 5 stars maybe. No, it was also 4 stars. But this I did really enjoy. I just wished that we had more of the serial killer, like I wished she thought that for longer rather than it just jumping into the romance. But I did enjoy how her like master's dissertation was. I did like how her dissertation, like master's dissertation thing was about true crime, so we got to understand a lot of her thinking of why she thought he was a serial killer from that. But I did really enjoy it. Oh, I would get my doctor to stop just for another to carry on. But I did thoroughly enjoy this. I would read more by this author. Not that I have any more by her, but I would if I did. I enjoyed the writing style. I was very immersed. But there's that one. So, last one that was on my TBR. I didn't read this, but I did get halfway through Children of Blood and Bone. I have read this before and I did want to finish it, but my Kindle died and I just didn't put it back on charge. Bless you. So there's that. Maybe I'll finish it in November. Honestly, kind of doubt it, but I will charge my Kindle and I will read it because it'll be there. This was for the prompt, a book with hidden magic, forbidden magic. I can't read it physically. Like, look at the size of that font. No thank you, that is tiny. Do they want me to like burn my eyeballs off? Apparently so. Time for a drink break. Look at my cute little Christmas cup. Even if it is Halloween tonight. So some of the other books I read this month was From Bad to Cursed. This is the second book in a series, which I believe I was reading this in my vlog. It's moving whenever I do that for some reason. I did think it was like one of three because I have another one after this. There's actually more that I don't have. I gave this a 3 stars. I think I preferred the first one, but honestly I can't remember it. But I did enjoy the romance and I did enjoy the book. I read it quite fast, I think. I don't know, it was at the start of the month, I can't quite remember. But I spoke about this book a lot in my vlog, so I'm not going to go too much into it and bore you all. So this was 3 stars and I read this. Another one I read this month. This was the first book I read this month and I gave this one 4 stars. I loved this one. I loved the romance, the vampires. It was everything I expected and more. My dog is getting mad. Let's give her a minute. She's done. I don't know why I didn't give it a 5 star. I think there was parts where I just wasn't as interested in anymore. There was like a mystery in this which I enjoyed. It was really fast paced and I think I read this before the vlog. I'm excited to read the next. I don't have it, so I will have to purchase it. And hopefully I will do that somewhat soon. So this was a 4 stars. Another one I read, which I actually believe I gave a 5 stars. I'll be shocked with myself if I didn't. Yes, I did. Was Touch of Chaos. So I read part of this, if not all of this, in my vlog. So again, I won't go over it too much. But I love this. I love this series. I love the way that Scarlett St. Clair writes. I love everything, honestly. This had more perspectives, which I enjoyed. I think the other ones were just Persephone. I think Hades has his separate books, which I don't have, but I think I'm going to need to get. This also has some trigger warnings because it's a little bit darker than the previous ones, which is understandable. This is like the apex of what has been happening in all the books, so you can kind of expect that it's going to have some darker themes. I really enjoyed this. She's off again. But honestly, after the ending of the previous book, which the name I don't know, it is covered by a stack that I have not been put away. I was really looking forward to this one, but I didn't read it because I believe this is the last book, at least following them, and I didn't want it to be over. But I'm really glad I read it. If you have not read this series, I don't know why not. It was very popular a year or two ago. It was all over TikTok. So if you love yourself some Greek mythology, Hades and Persephone, get yourself into this, because the Greeks aren't all the a-holes like they are in a lot of other books. Some of them are actually nice people. They have redemptions in this. So I think the other books I read are actually Kindle books. So I read Slashed. That I give a 4-star. This Slashed is about a girl who goes to like a murder reenactment. Well, not reenactment, like a murder kind of style. Spooky get thing. I don't know how to explain it. Where it's like a slaughterhouse simulator kind of. Like she went with her friends in, and they basically have scare actors pretending to kill them. Except from one of the scare actors is killing people. So to get through it, she basically seduces this scare actor who ends up being the murderer. And I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I don't seem very enthusiastic about it, but I did actually really enjoy it. I read it not long before I went to a kind of similar thing myself, which my own one wasn't scary at all. But I did enjoy it. I'm hoping that there will be like another part to it, because it's only like 200 pages. I read it in like an hour. So it was left on like a kind of ending where there could be another one. I really don't like how it's censored. You can't see my hand. But I have no more space to push the camera back any further. But I really did enjoy it. So I'd give it 4 stars. I'm hoping that there will be a second part. I'm going to follow the author, I think, at some point to find out if she does. But she does have other books, but none of them have been published recently. 2020, 2022, and that was 2023. So fingers crossed that I will get some more of that so I can read it. I have a habit of finding like short things on Kindle Unlimited that just get discontinued, like the Charlie Travesty series by an author. I loved them. It got to like the apex in the book, and then the author stopped to work on something else. And the other book I read that was on my Kindle was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So I feel like a lot of people have been reading that this month, along with The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which I have up there somewhere on a shelf that you can't see. It's like the next one up. I enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars. I was a bit samey. For me, it's the same as a lot of books like that. Big town girl moves to small town, falls in love with the outcast, or the one that thinks he's an outcast because something that happened. Blah blah blah. They fall in love. I did enjoy like the autumnal references, lots of pumpkin spice, lots of apple cider, which was fun. I did enjoy that. I believe I may have read this in my last vlog, but oh, hello. But I did enjoy it. I will read the next and some more. She does have a Christmassy one that I have asked for and I hope to read over the Christmas period, as I don't actually have all that many Christmas books. And the only one I had was Window Shopping, and I read that last year. I did enjoy it, so maybe I'll read it again, but we'll see. But I did read a good amount of books, and I am okay with that. I wish I had gotten to more, especially in the last week or so, because I haven't picked up a book. I did mean to, but I just wanted to write rather than read. So let me tell you which books I didn't get to. So these were the 2 that I didn't read from my TBR. So we had The Bride Test, which was a book of convenience, marriage of convenience, and A Stretching Dog. And this one, which I had the prompt of Dark Academia, but I don't know where that's gone. So I I am hoping that next month I maybe will read some more, and I'll maybe vlog some more so that you guys can read along with me and I don't feel like I'm repeating everything I said, even though I've probably only said it to myself. I am also hoping to get more reviews up on my Instagram, but my reviews are terrible. I'm really bad at describing books other than like random bits that I remember. So hopefully I'll get better at that. Hopefully I'll finish Children of Blood and Bone at some point. I don't know. We will see. But 7 books I think it was that I read. Basically in 3 weeks because I didn't read anything for the past week. But I did well. How many books did you read? What was your favourite? Actually, what was my favourite? Probably A Touch of Chaos. It's the only 5-star read. So, makes sense that it's my favourite. I have more books by her, so I'm hoping to read them. Maybe I can fit them onto my TBR. Which I'm going to record straight after this, actually. So, that will be it for me. Tell me what you read down below. I'll see if I've read it too. Other than that, I will see you in the next one.